everyone, Screaming Geek Me here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we got a collection update for you. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, if you like home theater movies in general, please check out my other videos on my channel because I do these collection updates. I do different discussions. I do unboxings and also do all kinds of reviews. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. And so let's jump into my collection update. And this is my February haul, everything I picked up last month. So we're going to start off with some Amazon pickups. And the first one we got for you is Twisters. This was part of it. They had a sale last month. Actually, I think it was back in January. I got this later, so this one came up in February. But yeah, they had a big 3 for $33 sale, and that was part of that. So that was pretty good, getting a kind of newer release for $11, on 4K. Next up, we got Alfred Hitchcock, the collection. This is a volume 1, actually has Psycho in it. I previously picked up volume 2, so I got to wait for the sales and got this one at, I think, around $35. I still got to get volume 3 yet. Next up, we got another Alfred Hitchcock, North by Northwest. This was, just individually on 4K. Next up is a Blu-ray, Arthur the King. Both my wife and I watched this, wanted to see this for a long time, and it popped up on sale for like about $12. So I went ahead and snagged it because this is not on 4K, just Blu-ray. If you like true stories, if you like Mark Wahlberg, definitely give this a whirl because this is a really good movie. And the last one from Amazon is another Blu-ray. We've got See No Evil 2 with Kane from WWE. I've got the first one on DVD. I've never seen the second one, so they had this one on a pretty good price, so I picked this one up. So I still need to get the first one on Blu-ray, but at least I got the second one. Next up is a movie from called Angel Studios. They've got an app you can subscribe to. They're getting a lot of content out there. They've been advertising a lot, and my wife and I have been wanting to check in on it. And we did finally subscribe. Also, this one popped up. They had this one available in 4K. This is actually a steelbook. It's called Sound of Freedom. Another true story movie. Very well done. I actually did a review of this you want to check out. It's one, if you like bonus features, you got to get the 4K because the Blu-ray doesn't have anything on it, where the 4K has a lot of bonus features on it. But if you don't need the bonus features, if you want to save a few bucks, I'd probably go with the Blu-ray. But yeah, Sound of Freedom, definitely worth checking into. Now, next up is some, last couple of months I've come across some in our local drugstore. They've actually had some movies, and I was like, wow. So again, I just popped in last week and got these. And we've got some Blu-rays. We've got Fled, got Lawrence Fishburne and Stephen Baldwin. And you can see here I got for $2.50. Next up, I got another Blu-ray title from Kino Lorber. Let's see if I can get this. The Ghost of Sierra del Cobra. And again, $2.50. And this sells for a pretty high dollar. Of course, these are used, but I don't care. Save a few bucks. But in this case, I saved a shitload of money. And the last one I picked up from the drugstore, an entire TV series, Falling Skies. It's actually a 5-season set. This entire set goes for very big money. I mean, it was, I want to say, brand new on Amazon was, I want to say, around $160. And I got this entire thing for $7. So that was a damn steal. I couldn't pass that up. Even if I don't like it, I can sell a damn thing and make some money. Now we get in a whole bunch of them I picked up from eBay. Big month for eBay titles. Got a Revelation Road. I got this because it has Steve Borden, who plays Sting in the WCW, WWE, and AEW. So if you're a Sting fan, this is a movie that he was in. Pretty good movie. I've watched this one quite a while ago, so I'm glad to finally get this one Blu-ray. Next up, we've got Revelation Road 2. I've not watched this one yet. I watched the first one, so I'm looking forward to watching the second one here. Not only do you have Sting coming back, you've got Brian Bosworth, Eric Roberts, Morgan Bosworth. So some pretty good appearances here. Like I said, I love the first one. Looking forward to jumping into this one. Next up is one I've had on DVD for a long time. It was a crappy DVD. I never got the Blu-ray. I've always wanted to. I've watched the DVD a million times. It's my favorite rom-com, Notting Hill. So glad to get the Blu-ray because this looks incredible. Major upgrade over that crappy DVD. And it's still, I love this movie. Again, this is my favorite rom-com. I just freaking love this movie. Next up, we've got Drumline on Blu-ray. I think I had the DVD at one time. I can't remember. I know we watched that years ago. So I've been wanting to finally get it and glad to finally get a good deal on it. Next up, I got some from the same seller that I got the Drumline from. After I bought that one, the seller sent me a message saying they had a shitload of Blu-rays he was trying to get rid of. So he showed pictures, gave me pictures of everything he had to sell. And he had a lot. I mean, he had 300 or 400. And I was like, I can't get all those, but I picked out some. And he gave me a pretty good deal on them. And the first one that we got is I, Frankenstein. Can't go wrong with Frankenstein movies. Already have a couple. Glad to add some more. Next up, we've got Victor Frankenstein. Another one I've not seen. This has got Daniel Radcliffe in. Definitely want to check this out, see if it's any good. And we got Frankenweenie. I've never seen this. I've always heard some pretty good things about. I like some good animation. This is, stop motion animation, which I freaking love. And another couple months, I'm planning on doing an animated, theme month. So this will be one on my checkout. Next up, we've got Werewolf, The Beast Among Us. Hadn't heard of this one. It just popped up in the list he had. I was like, cool, another werewolf movie. I'll give it a shot. Next up, we've got Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal. This is another one I've always wanted to see, just never got around to it. So glad to add this one. Next up, we've got the remake of, Death Race. Has Jason Statham. This is a really good action movie. It's been years since I've watched this. I've never seen the other ones, but glad to finally get this one. And then we've got Death Race 2 and Death Race 3. And then, of course, the original Death Race 2000 was done by Roger Corman. And he actually did a follow-up called Death Race 2050. I've not seen this one, so I was glad to finally, add this to the collection. I'm hoping that, they get a new 4K of the original. It's celebrating, I think, 50 years this year, so hopefully we see it. Next up, we got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I got this from Canada, so you can see it's got a French cover on it. And of course, I did a complete custom covers for my Ghostbusters set, so I'll be putting my own cover on this one. Next up, we've got Signs. Ever since I got into 4K, this movie was on my wish list. I really wanted to see this on 4K, and just years go by, never came. Of course, Disney, they got away from doing it. This came out in December. I think this was part of the Sony deal. But the price of this, I just thought it was way too much. I wasn't spending over $30 for the damn thing, as no matter how much I wanted it. But I finally got this on eBay. I think I got it for 25 bucks, so I had to, finally get this. So I'm planning on doing a review of this. I watched this the other day. Very good. And the last one from eBay, we've got The Forge. This is a, movie. It's a Christian movie from the Kendrick brothers. If you know anything about them, they do a wonderful job with their movies. And I love them. Again, because it says Christian, don't let that scare you. I'm not a Christian. I'm far from it. But I freaking love their movies. I'm looking forward to I've been wanting to get this for a long time. But it was a very high price. I wasn't paying $30 for a freaking Blu-ray. So I waited and finally got a good deal on this. And, finally got this one. Now let's jump into Shout Factory. There's a couple movies that came out in January, and I held off because of the price. I was kind of waiting, but I finally pulled the trigger last month. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I could have saved a few dollars by getting it from Grove, but being I really like this movie, and I like the option that they had the alternate artwork for the slipcover, even though I normally hate slipcovers, but the posters. You can see in the back, I got the alternate artwork poster there. That was the main reason I wanted to get it from Shop Factory, is to get the alternative artwork. I saw this at the theater. And then when it came out the video, they didn't put it on 4K, and I was like, screw it, I want the 4K. I didn't want the measly Blu-ray, but of course they weren't releasing it, and then I got from Shout Factory. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get it from Shout. The other one I got from them was Vampires from John Carpenter. And of course you can see the poster here, alternate artwork. You know, I got the other slip cover as well. This is, you know, one of my, this is definitely one of my favorite vampire movies. I think this was the favorite, if I remember correctly. I did a top 10 vampire list a while back. So glad to finally have this on 4K. Because the DVD I had was crap, so a big, you know, let's go from DVD to 4K, not bad in my book. Now, continuing with Shout Factory, they had a Valentine's Day sale, and it ended last Monday. It was a very final day, and I was kind of waiting, and at the very last minute, I was like, oh, what the hell, let's pull the trigger on some of these. When it comes to these sales, I don't always take for granted, you know, to them, they're a big, you know, price drop. But that's, you know, according to their prices. I always take their sale price and I go to Amazon or eBay. I do a true price comparison and I look for the ones that have the biggest, you know, what the biggest savings are. And that's how I decide what I'm going to order. So to start with them, I picked up Species. A great movie. I've been wanting to get this for a long time. The original Candyman in 4K. Child's Play 2. They had Child's Play, but they didn't have it on sale. I mean, I still sell them for $30. I'm like, it's been out long enough. It should not cost that much. I was like, damn, I don't want to pay that much. But I think this one was priced about $22. So I'm glad to add that one. Next up, we've got Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. They had the other Cult and Curse. I don't think they had those on sale, so I didn't jump on those. And plus, I was trying to keep them. I didn't want to order too many. I was trying to watch them, you know, watch the budget. But 4 Chucky movies, not bad. So I just need the first one and Cult and Curse, and I'll have all of them. And plus, I did custom covers for all these. I will be, hopefully, as soon as I get new ink cartridges, I'm going to print out and be showing off a lot of new custom covers. So keep an eye out for that, because I did a whole matching set for the Chucky series. Even the TV show, I did matching covers for as well. And a final one from Shout, because I ordered so many, they, you know, had an option, you know, the little gift, you know, for so much. You know, I got a free month of Shout TV, and then also, and then you spent so much more, and they had a select Blu-rays to choose from. So I picked up one I never heard of called Animal. So this was completely free, so that'll be good, you know, check this out. And the final one of the month is one I picked up at the Walmart store. Happened to be a couple weeks ago. Doing some shopping, browsing the movies, and I seen this 4K for $20. I'm like, what the hell? Fairly new. Smile 2. I've heard mixed things about these. I've got the first one, but I just haven't watched it yet. But, you know, $20, I thought I might as well get it. So that pretty much does it for everything I picked up in the month of February. You know, definitely took some good sales, you know, and of course a lot of eBay, got some great deals there. You know, I always try to play it, you know, I play it smart, do some smart shopping, not spend too much. Number wise, you know, spent $542.91 for the month. Other numbers, I didn't buy any DVDs. Blu-rays, I bought 20 Blu-rays. And 4Ks, I bought 15. So I got a total of 35 new titles in the collection. And actually, I give you a grand total. I sometimes I forget to do this. It's just a running tally of my entire collection. So right now, I'm up to 2,527 titles. And of course, you got to remember, a lot of times a TV series, every season has its own, you know, title. So if it has 10 seasons, that's 10 different titles. But on 4Ks, you know, I've got 647 4Ks. I didn't realize I had that many 4Ks already. I've bought a lot in the last couple years. I didn't realize it. Blu-rays, I've got 916. DVDs, I still got 946, which a lot of DVDs. I have a lot of TV shows on DVD. So there you have it, my entire collection update for you for the month of February. Please comment below. Let me know what you think of what I picked up. What are some of your pickups you got that you really liked? Share that in the comments below. Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.